Hola, mis amigos. It is a beautiful week. Troubardour Coffee has been launched. This is the first time I launch a coffee company, so I'm excited, I'm nervous. It's been so amazing to get so much feedback from different people around the world saying they love the coffee and it's traveling, it's moving, it's all happening. So I'm very excited for this moment that we're going to go through right now, which is let's just make some coffee and let's talk about coffee. Let's figure out why we're doing all this, because Troubardour is an adventure that we are doing together. Um, I'm not really trying to sell a million bags of coffee. What I'm trying to do is find the people that are going to be part of this adventure. Genuine connections with genuine people who want to get more out of life, want to feel more out of life, want to taste more out of life, see more, hear more, everything. And that's what this coffee really is about. So I'm not gonna go into the details right now of how I make coffee. I'm gonna do that in a separate video. These are the brewers that we're gonna be selling, the Tico Drippers. And I'll get into all those details. But today I just wanna make a cup of coffee and share that with you and talk a little bit about why I'm doing this. Because there's a real reason, a very important reason why I got into this. So let's do it. Here's some Troubardour beans. Let's grind them. Let's dance while we wait for the grind. You know, the reason why I got into coffee, because of making coffee like this, doing it in a handmade way, is really sensual. I get very excited. You know, like that quote, some people drink coffee to wake up. I wake up to drink coffee. And I go through my day to drink coffee. I look for opportunities, whether I'm outside walking in the snow or on a beach or in a mountain or with someone that I want to share with, a beautiful cup of coffee. For me, coffee is much more than a beverage. So that's why how I make it is very important. And that's what this coffee is about. So I am going to make myself a little cup of coffee. And again, I'm not going to explain in this video what I'm doing or how. There'll be plenty of videos, there'll be plenty of more things later. Now, we're just sharing a cup of coffee together, okay? Now, part of what I love about making coffee the Costa Rican way is that it takes time. It takes a few minutes. And in those minutes, it's minutes to slow down and catch up with life, because you can't speed up the coffee. The coffee needs a certain amount of time and conditions for it to get all its things out for you. And this process is a beautiful one. I enjoy it so much. Like right now, we just have to wait for the coffee to bloom. And this is a great moment to go like that and just smell. And you know, the slogan of this company is the taste of Costa Rica. And it's, you know, usually slogans are like some kind of made up thing, you know, to sound cool. But this is actually the taste of Costa Rica. When I smell this, when I taste it, I get teletransported to the farm and I can feel the wind, I can hear the birds, I can feel everything. So this is why this part is just so sexy. So exciting. So coffee is something that we are here to experience. Coffee is a beverage that you put your intentions into. What do you want coffee to help you with today? What do you want it to inspire you to do today? That's what we have to do when we make our coffee. That's what we have to do in these minutes as we go through it, because this is the moment in time where everybody's going to change their lives in a giant way. We are going to dramatically be so different in 1 week, in 1 month, in 1 year. And we need help. We need help from people, we need help from ourselves, and we need help from the things around us. And I think coffee should be one of those. Coffee should be one of those things that we ask for help with, that we ask to get energy, inspiration. We want to be seduced by coffee. We want coffee to bring things into our life that we didn't even know we had. I think I have to give you some bad news. And that bad news is that you've been drinking coffee the completely the wrong way. America and most of the world has been drinking coffee in a way that's just not right. You were looking for the caffeine kick. You were looking for the harsh coffee that could be masked by sugar and milk. And there was a point in time where people used to drink beer and they would be like, well, I drink Bud Light. Well, I drink Coors Light. I drink Heineken. And then eventually people started saying, you know what? I'm going to drink IPAs. And somebody said, you know what? I'm going to drink a malted dark stout that was aged in cognac barrels. And from that point on, beer, the world of beer just exploded and changed. And the same thing happened with wine. People used to drink wine just to get drunk. They used to buy, a cheap bottle of wine, and that was it. And then people found out that you can go deeper into wine, that you could actually get a $20 bottle of wine and it's going to taste dramatically better than that $5 bottle of wine. But wait, then you could go even crazier and get an $80 bottle of wine from Italy, a Super Tuscan, and you would get profiles of flavor and things that you couldn't get from the other ones. And from that point on, you couldn't go back. And that is what's happening with coffee. Coffee is not coffee. You need to understand that you have to relearn what it is. You have to understand that whatever you thought of it, your relationship with coffee, you got to break up with that old relationship and we got to start a new one. Because coffee is as rich as wine. In fact, it is the same thing. It is a fruit that harvests once a year. It gets its flavors from the sun, from the rain, from the wind, from the earth. And it condenses all that energy into a very unique flavor profile. That's what's so unique about this coffee. Troubardour Coffee is a single origin coffee, which means it comes from one farm, one little farm. And that flavor profile that comes from that farm, you can't get it anywhere else because the neighbor's farm will taste different. And the one that's a mile down the road will taste completely different. So now you're exploring with your senses, with your tongue, you're trying to find your friend. Look, I'm not really interested in selling you my coffee. I'm interested in helping you find your coffee. I think that your coffee is like your friend. Your coffee is someone that you can turn to and is there every morning, every day, giving you comfort and at the same time surprise. Because every single time I drink this coffee, I get surprised. I cannot memorize its flavor profile. I cannot do it. I have to taste it every single time. It's like, you have that 30-year marriage and the wife, gets dolled up and you walk home and you're like, hey, baby. And, magic, right? Well, that's kind of what I think a great coffee should give you. It should give you the comfort of being something that you recognize, that makes you feel safe, that makes you feel loved, that makes you feel connected. And at the same time, gives you a little something you weren't expecting every single time. And that's what happens with me. Every single time I drink my coffee, I go like, mm. I don't even want to swallow it. I leave it in my mouth. I circle it. I play with it. As the temperature changes, the flavor changes. So I wait for it. It's very deep and very sensual. And I like feeling that. I like making love to my cup. I like knowing that I have found my coffee. And I think everyone should find your coffee. You should go on a search and open up and think, you know what, this is how I've been drinking coffee for the last 5 years. What else is there? Open up yourself, explore. I think that breaking down how you did things in the past is a good way to just open up to new things. And that's what I'm gonna do with Troubardour Coffee. I want to show the world that there's a different way, that there's a richer, deeper way to drink your coffee. And I'm gonna show it to you. And I don't really wanna explode in any way. I'm not trying to do any aggressive advertising here or use any kind of strange persuasion. I really just want to find my people. And my people are going to be the ones that taste this and say, that's my coffee. And I want to know that my coffee is helping inspire you to do great things. Whether that's to write a poem or hike a mountain or start a company, whatever it is. I think that coffee has a lot of energy, but it's not from what you think of coffee. It's not from caffeine. Coffee is nature. Coffee has all this energy condensed into that one bean. And Costa Rica is very special. I have been traveling in Costa Rica my entire life, and there's a special energy there. There's a special something there. If you've been with me on a trip, you know that we probably have discovered it. We have felt it. You leave Costa Rica and you feel sad. And when you get there, you feel you're home. Time goes different. Time goes slower. Everything feels richer. You feel like you've allowed yourself to give yourself something that you've always wanted. And that's what's inside this cup. It's energy, it's hope, it's positivity. And right now, this is the moment in time to change your relationship with coffee. We're at home, we have the time, and it is a time of change. So it's a great time to go and figure out, you know what? What else? What else is there in this world? So let's just have a cheers to Troubardour Coffee, a cheers to the people that are following. Thank you for believing in us, me and my daughter, and all the people that are connected to Troubardour Coffee, the farm, everything. Thank you for being a part of this ride. I'm gonna do my best. It feels strange to be behind the camera. It feels vulnerable to the max. Everything feels vulnerable. And vulnerable makes me feel alive. And I thank you. I promised myself that I was not going to hide who I am or pretend I'm something I'm not. I'm tired of doing that. I think that we have used so much energy pretending to not be ourselves, and it's too exhausting. I feel myself when I'm happy. I feel myself when I'm at peace. I feel myself when I'm with people I love, to love me back as I am. And I feel inside that the best years in our life are yet to come. I really mean it. The best years in our life are yet to come. The best part of your life, the best chapter, hasn't happened yet. Whatever you've done, what if it hasn't happened yet? What is it? What else is inside you? What other people are inside you? What other adventures are inside you? This is the moment. This is the white page in time. This is the point where what you've done doesn't matter. Your work, your resume, all that. We all have a green light to start over. And so I hope that as you drink this, that you feel that energy and you feel that boost and that support, that we're not designed to be perfect, and it does not need to be perfect. It's supposed to be a wild, open story, full of mistakes, messy, but real and beautiful. So I'm going to do my best to bring you into this beautiful world of coffee and learn to make it just the right way, so that you too can get inspired and you can go and do that, your thing, now. Not tomorrow, not in a month, not in a year. Now. So you can feel alive, so you can feel your soul alive. And it will not make sense. It will not make sense. But it's gonna feel like you're home. So here we go to the adventure. May you take whatever route it needs to take. Thank you for being there, and thank you for being a part of it. Okay? I love you, and I look forward to meeting and hearing stories from all the people around the world that are connected to Troubardour. And I am eager to learn from you. And we're gonna do this one by one, even if we have to do Zoom classes and do it one by one and learn together and evolve everything together. I want you to be part of this ride. I want it to be an interactive adventure of coffee where everyone is a shareholder. Okay? So thank you. Adios, mis amigos. Pura vida. I'll see you soon.